Hey guys, it's the Budget Epicurean, and today I'm going to show you how to make a super easy vegan dessert. So this is also a no-bake dessert, which is one of my favorite kinds, especially in the summer when it's super hot. You don't want to turn on your oven. We're going to be making some chocolate peanut butter cookies, and super simple, about 6 ingredients. You need oats, some type of oil. I use coconut oil because I always have it on hand. Some sort of plant milk of your choice. Of course, if you are not vegan, it doesn't matter what kind of milk you use. Peanut butter or almond butter, some brown sugar, and I'm going to put a little sprinkle of sea salt and some mini chocolate chips in to make them extra delicious. But that part is totally optional. You are going to need to warm up some of the ingredients to get everything all mixed together. So you can do that in a separate pan and then mix it in a bowl. But I have a metal bowl, so I'm just going to heat everything right in there to save myself some dishes and time. So I'm going to start with the peanut butter, and I've got my spatula to get it out of the jar. And I'm going to need about 3/4 of a cup. And peanut butter is kind of hard to measure because when you put it in the cup, it sticks to the sides and then you're not sure if it's the right measurement. So I'm just going to kind of do it by eyeballing here a little bit. These are pretty forgiving, so if it's not exact, it's not the end of the world. So I know that's about 1/2 cup. And so that is about 3/4 of a cup right there. And you're just going to need the heat on very low, just enough to get the peanut butter and coconut oil to melt together a little bit. And then 1/3 of a cup of your coconut oil. That's pretty much liquid, so it has been quite hot here recently, hence not wanting to bake the cookies. So 1/3 of a cup of your oil. And 1/3 cup of your milk. I've got almond milk here, but you could use oat milk or whatever you got on hand. And then 1/3 cup of your brown sugar. Now you could also use regular sugar, but I think the brown sugar gives it a much deeper flavor. Brown sugar is really just white sugar with molasses mixed into it, in case you didn't know. So it gives it that deeper flavor, color, smell. Everything about brown sugar is just great. So we're going to use that. Pop everything right in the bowl together on low heat and just let that go until everything starts to get a little melty, a little liquidy. Get all the stuff off. If you wanted to speed this process up, you could also melt it in the microwave first. Just put your peanut butter in some sort of microwave safe container, microwave that, and then it would just already be melted and ready to go. But we want it to get all mixed together and become pretty homogenized, because then we're going to add in our 2 cups of oats. The quick cooking kind are the best for this because they're not being baked. You could use whole oats or rolled oats, they'll just be a little more chewy, that's all. This doesn't need to go on for too long. You can see it's already pretty nice and liquidy. Turn that back off. And then we've got our cookie tray. This is for putting the cookies in the refrigerator. We're not actually going to bake it. But I've got my silicone mat so that the cookies don't stick. Make sure my bowl's not hot. Pour your 2 cups of oats right on in there. And stir it into the peanut butter mixture. Some other optional flavors you can add at this point are a couple of drops of almond flavoring or vanilla flavoring if you want to give it that vanilla cookie aroma. You could probably toss some raisins in here, or craisins even. Ooh, white chocolate craisin, that would be a great combo. So that's really all there is to it. And the reason these don't have to bake is we're going to then put them in the refrigerator, and the coconut oil and the peanut butter are going to re-solidify and hold our cookies together. So I'm going to toss in some extra chocolate chips because I can. Sprinkle of sea salt. So sea salt helps to bring out the rest of the flavors, really make the chocolate and peanut butter pop. I'd highly recommend it. If not in the cookies, at least a little sprinkle on top. Just really adds to the experience. And that's all there is to it. So depending on how big you want to make your cookies, I'm going to do about a tablespoon's worth. And just kind of press them down flat. Another really great option would be to add some cocoa powder, and that would make the cookies a little darker and a little more pronounced chocolatey flavor. So you just want about a tablespoon's worth, and pressing them down into a nice little circle. All right. And then these guys are going to get put straight into the refrigerator. And you're going to want to let them chill and set up for about 20 minutes before you eat them, but you could leave them in there as long as you want. If you put them in an airtight container, they should last you for up to a week, and you can also freeze them for up to 1 to 2 months probably. All right, so now we've had them in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, so they're set up a little bit. And like I said, you can also put them straight in the freezer. But they're now a nice solid cookie, no need to bake. And I also made a second batch with cranberries and white chocolate, so that's another optional mix in if you don't want the chocolate chips. So super easy, super healthy. Go ahead and make it and enjoy.